Hare Krishna. Lord Krishna says in the Gita that one should have a Sthira buddhi. Several places you will find this. And one should not have a Chanchal buddhi or a kubuddhi or durbuddhi. Because intelligence is the guide for the mind and mind is the guide for the senses. So the intelligence becomes durbuddhi, just like it happened with Kaikeyi or with Duryodhana or with Kamsa or Ravana. Then we will see that such a durbuddhi or kubuddhi or Chanchala buddhi, they will misguide the mind, subsequently they will misguide the senses. It's like a whole ship drowning in the ocean. On the other hand, when there is a Sthira buddhi, a fixed intelligence, tasya prajna pratishtita, several places you will find. Yada samharate chayam kurmongani vasarvashaha indriyan indriyartebhyas tasya prajna pratishtita. Like that you will find 4 verses you will find. Krishna talking about tasya prajna pratishtita. In the same chapter, one after another you find. So, when one's contemplative intelligence, prajna, it becomes pratisthit, then one gets a sthira buddhi. No prakrishyet priyam prapya nodvijet prapya cha priyam sthira buddhi rasam mudho brahmani brahmavitsitaha dukkheshvanudignamanaha sukheshu vikataspruhaha vitaraga bhaya krodha Stitadhir muniruchyate. See? Stitadhi or sthira buddhi. These 2 words are used in these 2 shlokas. Where Krishna says, Dukkeshu anudignamana. In sufferings, one should not become agitated. Sukheshu vigataspruhaha. When one gets success, one should not become attached to success. And vitaraga bhaya krodha. One should not be attached to wrong things or averse to the right things. Like rising early in the morning is the right thing. One should not be averse to that. And one should not become attached to wrong things. Sthira buddhi rasam mudo. One should be having a sthira buddhi, he says. Similarly, no prakrishyet, he says that no prakrishyet priyam prapya. If you get something pleasurable, don't become too much happy about that. And no dvijet prapya cha apriyam. When you get something that is not up to your expectation, don't get too much frustrated. Keep your intelligence steady, he says. Why he says this, I'll give you a very simple analogy to understand this point. You see, sometimes in Ganga, you find in the Haridwar, the river is flowing in certain places. There is also a rock in the middle of the river. Some people sit on the rock also. The rock is a non-moving phenomenon, whereas the river is a moving phenomenon. So if a leaf falls on the rock, it will remain on the rock forever. But if the leaf falls in the river, it is going to be carried away, swept away by the river. So our sukha dukkha, man apaman, labh alabh, jai parajay, Shita Ushna, all these things are like the flowing river. Why? Because in certain places river is there and the same place after some months river is dried up. It is not there. Similarly, people will comment about you, joke about you, tomorrow they won't be there also. There are people who will praise you today, tomorrow they won't be there. Today somebody may be famous, tomorrow they may become unpopular. Today somebody may be unpopular, tomorrow they may become famous. Today you are suffering from fever, after 4 days fever will be gone. Today somebody thinks I am very healthy. There was a Jagadish Lad in Maharashtra, the strongest wrestler in the entire Maharashtra. So he got COVID and died. And all other wrestlers said, my Lord, if he is the strongest wrestler, if he died, what to speak of us? So you will see, strong person can become weak, weak can become strong. A person who fails can succeed, somebody succeeding can fail, somebody handsome today can become ugly tomorrow. In this way, things are always in a flux like the moving river. If a mango leaf falls in a moving river, it is going to be tossed this way and that way. And if our mind and intelligence are going to be tossed, then we cannot fix our mind in samadhi on the Supreme Lord. So therefore Krishna says, be Sthira buddhi like the rock. A rock is also in the middle of the river, but the rock cannot be moved by the river. Rock remains steady. Similarly, in our devotional practices, we should be like a rock. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dridhavrataha namasyantascha mam bhaktya nityayukta upasate ananya chetaha satatam yo mam smarati nityashaha tasyaham sulabha patta nityayuktasya yoginah tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayantite. In these verses, you find satatam, nityam. These words are always repeated by Krishna several times. Such a steady devotee is one who has a sthira buddhi. With the sthira buddhi only one can attain Krishna's lotus feet. And that has been repeatedly emphasized. On the other hand, the durbuddhi is very volatile and it is very unpredictable. Therefore, some people chant more rounds, otherwise they stop chanting. Sometimes they come to temple, they stop coming. They attend the reading programs, they suddenly stop absconding. You find like that is because of Chanchala buddhi, durbuddhi or kubuddhi. They have been misguided by somebody, due to which their enthusiasm evaporates. So, Srila Prabhupada very clearly outlined what we have to do in order to get the sthira buddhi. Daily rise in the morning, attend the artis, chant the holy name, attend the Srimad Bhagavatam class. Rain or shine, one should stick to this program strictly. And the whole morning program is epitomized by the attentive and absorbing chanting of the holy name. When we do this, then eventually one will get the sthira buddhi, fixed intelligence, which will not be influenced by the changing flux situation of the outside world. This is unchanging program in our everyday. Stick to this, and then when the sthira buddhi comes, then you will be unshakable like that rock in the middle of the river. It will be immovable. And once one gets the type of buddhi, then one can develop a higher taste in the path of bhakti yoga, which is said in the Bhagavad Gita, param drishtva nivartate. Then the lower taste can be kicked out and the higher taste can be increased. That means the devotee is preparing to go back to Godhead. Harinam Prabhu ki. Let's offer our humble obeisances and to all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord.